Hello, everybody. My name is Mosey, and I use they, them pronouns. And I'm a little upset because what we're about to dive into is day two, 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 day two of me organizing my yarn into bins. And trust me, I got a lot of yarn. So, the reason we're diving into day two without a previous section for day one is because all my footage for day one that I recorded yesterday had no sound because I didn't turn on my microphone, but I got it on now and it's on. And so this is awesome. And so here we go. So as you can see, this is what I was working on yesterday, as well as a box of Chanel yarn. Um, and I find that these bins, these 20-liter bins, are kind of small for the Chanel yarn because it's just so fluffy and bulky. So I could only get like about a third of my Chanel yarn into that first bin, but like it's fine because today we're focusing on acrylic. And so my idea here is that I start by going through these bags of yarn here, here, and I have a box right here that you can't see. And my end goal for this project is that the space that I'm sitting right now on my floor, as you can see, I'm sitting on this blanket that I crocheted. But basically, my idea for it is that once this box and all this yarn is out of my room, out of this space, then I can put down some tiles, like some foam tiles that, you know, the kind that click together that they usually have in like kindergarten rooms. Yeah, like that. And they'll be like fuzzy pink and gray. That's my vision, at least. And then I'm going to get a beanbag chair so I can actually study in this space with my bookshelves instead of always working at my desk. So my idea of how I'm going to organize my acrylic yarn is because I have a lot of acrylic yarn. When I first got into crocheting and fiber arts, I was like big on acrylic yarn. Now I'm totally into wool, which is totally different. But yeah, so I have all this acrylic yarn and it's all different weights and different sizes. So right now, yesterday, I just put in like all the acrylic yarn that I had from the other bag I was working through. But all the stuff that's just in skeins, I figured the best way to store this yarn will be to be in these balls, like the cakes that I've wound with my yarn winder. And so a couple of them I've already done. And so we have, first of all, this red sparkly yarn. You can't really see it's too sparkly, but there you can see it. Um, and so I have this set of yarn from this yarn my friend gave me. And then I still have yarn that's like still in its packaging, right? Which is crazy because I am overdoing it with the yarn. So this year, one of my yarn goals is actually to just use up my stash as much as I can with buying as minimum amount of new yarn as I can. Um, so this stuff is like weight 3. So I'm gonna just go ahead and start organizing it into the weight categories because I think that'll be best to bin it with the weight 4s, the weight 3s, the weight 2s all in separate bins because I have enough of that to do that. So this yarn that I have here, I had 9 skeins of it. Now I'm working with 8 because I've already started a project with it, and that project is going to be a very beautiful, like dark rainbow, um, like gradient flare skirt. And so this is what this yarn looks like. It's really beautiful and it's so nice to work with. The texture is a little uneven. I got it from Temu, which is like pretty good price, and that's usually where I get a lot of my yarn, besides like hobby and and if I can create products that are going to be handled and used in a everyday setting, I may as well use it with everyday yarn, right? Yay! My box that has been hosting yarn and sitting on the floor for about, well, good while, um, it is empty, which means I can now recycle it, which means that its space on the floor is now clear. Booyah! Okay, so now that I have my weight 4s and my weight 3 acrylic yarns partially sorted, I'm going to go wind them and then I'll be back. So enter a transition. Hi everybody, I'm back and I ended up winding just the weight 3 acrylic yarn. Um, and I was really impressed because when it was not wound up into dense cake balls, it took up like all the yarn that I had selected to do today, took up like the whole bin, and now it only takes half the bin. So I'm going to show that here. Yes, here. And then I'm going to show the other acrylic yarn, the weight 4 stuff that I didn't end up selecting, and it's about the same amount of yarn and it takes the whole bin here. So I just wanted to finish off the video, and I also just wanted to say that there may or may not be like a part 2, like a day 3 to this, because this is a big project and it's taking me a lot of time, and so I may or may not record it. But thank you for watching, much appreciated, and I'll catch you later.